Hello everyone, Jack here with the Magic Arena Metamine. This is the first episode in a new series where we're going to analyze the Magic Arena metagame and then tune Tier 1 tournament proven decks to fit the Magic Arena metagame better. And so I'm going to do a quick deck tech, but for the full deck tech and a breakdown of the Magic Arena metagame, please check out my 2-part article. Link will be in the description. And I've also provided a complete sideboard guide to the 10 most played decks in Standard on Arena. So the main engine of the deck is kind of an explore package. This is what we're trying to win with. The very powerful 3-drop Jade Light Ranger, as well as Merfolk Branchwalker, very similar cards, but Jade Light Ranger explores twice. Those can both gain us a bunch of life with the Wild Growth Walker, and Wild Growth Walker can also just close out games once it gets large. Seeker Squire is kind of the last 2 copies of Merfolk Branchwalker. It is better in certain matchups, but in general, you want the higher power. Llanowar Elves to speed up our draws. Some removal, cast down Assassin's Trophy to just hit anything, including like lands, as con to the Sunken Rune. Midnight Reaper to draw cards in grindier matchups. Some more removal, and Chupacabra, Vraska's Contempt. Ritual Soot as a sweeper for the increasingly popular token decks and Weenie decks. Doom Whisper finds us whatever answer we need in our deck. We have a lot of tools to answer different archetypes in the format, and Doom Whisper helps you find them. And it's also a 6/6 flyer with trample, so there's that. Vivian Reed for card advantage and some more artifact enchantment, flying creature removal. Carnage Tyrant is absolutely devastating in the mirror, and it also has can't be countered, so it's very good in control matchups as well. Find Finality is just a card advantage and sweeper card all in one. In the sideboard, we have Duress and Argyl's Bloodfast against control and tempo decks. Duress for the tempo decks to get rid of their counter spells. Mono Craving, Crawl Harpooner, Plague Mare. These hit smaller decks, aggro decks, and flying decks. Deathscourge Scavenger can hit Jumpstart cards. It can also hit Arclight Phoenix and gain us some life against aggro. Another Ritual Soot. Eldest Reborn for more card advantage, also kills Carnage Tyrant. And then our 3rd copy of Vivian Reed. So that's the deck. We're going to be doing a competitive constructed event. And we'll see how we do. Okay, this hand's it's good. You can ramp Llanowar Elves into Jade Light Ranger and have a Doom Whisper by turn 4. So yeah. Could be faster if we played the other Llanowar Elves turn 2, but our opponent has a Jace Avatar and played a blue-white land, so probably blue-white control or maybe Esper control. But I would guess blue-white if they're playing Meandering River. But they also could just be on a budget playing Meandering River. It's kind of hard to tell. Jade Light Ranger draws us 2 cards. We could use the power to put extra pressure on our opponent, but you can't complain about drawing 2 cards off of your 3-drop creature. That's a lot better than Divination. Okay, that's the scatter. That's fine. Wild Growth Walker is not a great creature in this matchup, so I wasn't really concerned about losing it here. Go to combat. get in our 2 damage and play our Land of Werewolves. For next turn we have 6 mana available, so we can play anything. If we draw a Carnage Tyrant, that'd be one play. Alright. Everyone's got counter mana up pretty obviously, so I think we want to play J-Light Ranger. I'm going to play pre-combat, which is unusual, but because we want them to think we might have an extra play with these 2 Land of Werewolves up still. But we don't. We're going to attack with them. Alright, J-Light Ranger drew 2 more lands out of our deck. So we should be getting some more action cards soon. Alright, opponent's playing Jeskai control. Yeah, Jeskai control is the most common form of control right now. Get their Teferi down, but I think their Teferi is dead. Our opponent's gonna kill one of these and save his Teferi, but that's okay. Alright, no save for the Teferi. Opponent probably has an Essence Scatter. I'm not sure about playing the Doom Whisper. If it's Syncopate, which our opponent might have, we get around that with the Land of Werewolves we left up. So I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try the Doom Whisper. Alright, it resolves. That's very good for us, because now even if they go to kill it, we can search for basically whatever card we want. And in this matchup, we probably want like a Carnage Tyrant, Vivian. Alright, Cleansing Nova, that's fine. Wow, a lot of lands we've gone through so far. Midnight Reaper's good, but I don't think it's good enough with us having a clear board. I'm gonna find a more tantalizing answer. Vivian Reed that's a good card to play.
I've seen things that would break someone like you.
Okay. Taking Branch Walker. That's the turn. Search is getting close to flipping. Our pretty much our only way of dealing with it is the Assassin's Trophy. So that's fine because we can kill it with Vraska's Contempt. Or gain a ton of life. No, I know that's not the right answer. Opponent probably has Lava Quill. Just gonna kill Teferi now. And play the Wild Growth Walker next turn when we have cards to follow it up with. So against this deck, we're going to want our 4 Duresses. We're going to want Deathcord Scavenger to hit cards like Chemist's Insight, probably. All of our card advantage cards.
Oh, come on. I just want to peek.
We're not going to want these Wild Growth Walkers or Secret Squires. Not the best hand against control right now, but it does get better in the sideboard. Okay, opponent discarded a Solar Wreckage. Maybe they have 2. So Carnage Tyrant, that's their main answer to Carnage Tyrant. But this turn, while they don't have any counter spells, any mana for counter spells, I'm gonna go ahead and play the Explore Creatures. Play Carnage Tyrant when they do have a counter spell up. Yeah, we'll leave Vivian on top. And now our Wild Growth Walker's out of Lava Coil range, so they have to spend 2 spells to kill it, which is nice. Deafening Clarion plus Lava Coil could definitely happen here. Alright, opponent didn't mill and flip. Okay, Ral was at 5. Okay. That's still fine. We have good attacks. I know we're gonna play Vivian anyway, but we're not actually because we're playing Garnet Tyrant because they have counterspell mana up. I'll double get in at Ral, Lightning Strike, whatever, something like that. Could Justice Strike, sure. Dream Eater would have been scary there, for sure. Play the Carnage Tyrant. Nope, your Ionize doesn't work, so it resolves. And then we're going to be really careful if our opponent leaves up 2 white mana on the attack, because we don't want this Carnage Tyrant to get settled. But we also need to pressure our opponent because they are about to have just the most insane card advantage on us. A duress would be really nice, but we don't have any duresses. Because this is game 1. Our game 1 against Jeskai Control was not good. This is our worst matchup of the most played top 10 archetypes. I'm not too optimistic about our chances. We play Vivian, try to beta counter, and then hope they're bluffing the Settle the Wreckage. If we attack and they don't have Settle the Wreckage, they'll Chemister's Insight to look for it, I think. I'm going to play Vivian now, so they can't take that option off the table, or we get a Vivian, which is also good. Okay, they're being very careful not to tap their white mana.
I've seen squirrels hit harder.
So I very much doubt they're bluffing, but can we win? Okay. How many settles does our opponent play? Probably a lot, and they're gonna get one anyway. We have to go for it. Opponent doesn't have settle. Okay. Whew, that was scary. Shadelight Ranger. Alright. All the land. But that one tapped. Alright. Oh, we did it. Alright, we won game 1 against Jeskai Control, which is great for us. This is a tough matchup, so being up a game before sideboarding is great. We do get better after sideboarding. With the 4 Duresses, Argle's Bloodfast, Vraska's Contempt, Eldest Reborn. Didn't see a lot of Drakes. Didn't see any Drakes, I should say. So I'm not sure about Harpooner against our opponent's build of the deck. Their build felt a little more like a traditional white-blue deck, splashing red, than the kind of blue-red splashing white deck that is popular. Deathgorge and Vivian I like. What do we take out? Ritual Slit, of course. Ravenous Chupacabras. Mind Finality is not great if you don't get to use the sweeper side, but it's still a good card. We don't want this being 1-drops really, and we not as concerned with the fast start against a control deck as we are say an aggro deck. So this is our 24, our 60, 24 lands. Yeah, let's take it to him. So you see our opponent is the Jace Avatar, and they're playing a control deck. I think that's more often than not the opponent's avatar matches their deck in competitive constructed events. So definitely use that to your advantage to base your mulligans and base your early plays on. We're getting because that's nothing like our deck. White Weenie versus Golgari midrange, a controlling build of Golgari midrange is so that's why I picked him. Turn 2 Midnight Reapers seems really good in this matchup. Protects us from Weepers like Defting Clarion and Cleansing Nova. So yeah, we're gonna check for land. If we find a land, we want to play another Branchwalker. Alright, they countered a Branchwalker, which is also fine. Not a very good card, so I'm not angry about that. Up to 4 mana. We only have 1 black source right now, though. Is an issue. We'll leave up dead weight and fungal infection. We don't actually have those cards, but it doesn't hurt to make our opponent think we might. So another Branchwalker countered. I would love to draw a swamp here. Get rid of that Ral. Ooh, that's kind of a bad position to be in for us. We'll put Ral to 1.
Come on, breathe through it.
And then just pop up this find. Really could have used a land there, so we don't fall behind, because we definitely had the momentum going there. There's the fairy.
Let's skip to the good part.
One that's got the planeswalkers. I think we have to hit Ral and just hope to be able to contempt the Teferi. Midnight Reaper resolves again. So that is good for us.
Ooh, let's see what we got. Not so fast.
Okay. Leaving up a lot of mana here. Our opponent is. We just keep going at it. Try to activate Contempt. Well, the opponent has all their mana up, so I'm going to activate it on their upkeep, so that if they do counter it, they're down mana. But we still want to try to kill it before upkeep because... Okay, well, now we're going to fire it off, try to kill this Teferi. Syncopate doesn't work here, thankfully. Baneful Stroke definitely does. It's a great card against our deck.
The search for the unknown. That's real science. Hurry!
Okay.
Too old for this.
Okay. Daylight Rangers countered. Oh, Branch Walker doesn't meet the same fate. Okay. Landed a creature. Midnight Reaper. Yeah, it's still a good card. we want duress, I think.
Decision time.
We have the answers to the Planeswalkers, we just can't get them through our opponent's counters. Yeah, there's the sweeper. This one might be over. It's running away from us. I think Midnight Reaper is the most likely to not get countered because it dodges Disdainful Stroke. Vivian Reed is going to get hit by Negate, Disdainful Stroke, anything like that. Doom Whisper dodges Negate. We're going to play Doom Whisper. I think that has the highest upside if it resolves. This is looking really bad.
We need to move quickly.
Maybe we can stall the game and have our opponent mill themselves.
That's real science.
Kill the Teferi so they can't loop it. Oh, it's drawing so many cards. Okay. Lyra. Oh, I think the same answer, Doom Whisper. Alright. Okay, opponents used. They're down to 1 Sinister Sabotage and up to 3 Ionizes. Maybe 1 more Essence Scatter, 1 more Painful Stroke.
Just want to peek. The weight is killing me.
Okay. We have to kill Lyra. I'm gonna let our opponent do this first so that... Oh, that's actually not good. That's not the trigger I thought it was. Oh, crap.
You know what? I'm not done yet.
Decision time.
There's an Izzet. Okay, we're gonna not waste our opponents any more of our opponent's time. Okay, so Lyra and Izzet as the finishers. Means cast down is terrible, as we expected. Harpooner. Harpooner kills them, and it also puts pressure on our opponent, so I think that is the answer that we want main deck, or in our in our deck here. So go up those in favor of the Wild Growth Walkers. Could also try to get greedy with the mana base because this is a tough matchup. Sure. Tough matchup, so you do need a little bit of luck to win, and that gives luck more ways to help us out. Okay. Kind of a classic hand. No Duresses. No Death Gorge Scavenger. I like Death Gorge Scavenger early in this matchup to keep them from drawing so much off Commissioner's Insight. I will keep it. We have a land for next turn, and it's a very good card against our opponent. Kills Izzet without letting them draw a card. Also reanimates Izzet. Play the Midnight Reaper. In case our opponent shocks our Merfolk Branch Walker, but not while Reaper's on the stack. Alright, that's Kanta down. Man. A lot of pressure on our opponent right now. J-Light Ranger gets to resolve. Draw 2 lands. Yeah. We're not gonna miss any land drops, which is good. Curve right into this Doom Whisper or Eldest Reborn. And we do have Deafening Clarion protection. Opponent missed their land drop and has to discard to hand size, it looks like. Okay, we might be winning this this control matchup. First thing we do is get in with everyone. And then we play a Doom Whisper. They decided to move between Disdainful Stroke and Essence Scatter. So they use Essence Scatter, leave up their Disdainful Stroke, so we should probably try the Branch Walker next turn, rather than Eldest Reborn. But they also have Ionized Mana now. That's not true because they have to sweep the board. So we're going to both Duress and Eldest Reborn here. Or I guess we should play the threat actually. Let's see what our opponent has. They have one. Settle the Wreckage. They have Settle the Wreckage and more Settle the Wreckage. So we're going to take Sinister Sabotage and play around Disdainful Stroke. Really hoping our opponent doesn't draw land, of course. If they don't draw land, then we just win. They draw something like another counterspell. They did not put that in the graveyard, so that's... Alright, it's another Deafening Clarion to delay things. Now we're just gonna have to play the Eldest Reborn. Reanimate a Doom Whisper. Or Rouse Eric. Opponent now has the mana for Settle. To which Settle they discard. Alright. That's turn. No way Doom Whisper gets down. I don't think that's worth trying to get rid of their counterspell. OS Kanta's a pain. That's really bad for us. Teferi can tuck this Reborn and kind of slow us back down. We really need the Assassin's Trophy to hit us Kanta. Okay, they're not hitting our Eldest Reborn, which is nice.
Hurry!
We want Doom Whisper. That just puts it straight onto the field, which is good because now we can surveil into what we need. And now I will get rid of the Disdainful Stroke from their hand. Run them out of counterspells. Or not. Okay, so they're gonna settle the Doom Whisperers, yeah, but we don't have to attack with both at the same time, so. Set a stop so I don't forget to surveil. Find. Is that good enough? I'm gonna keep find and just get those back. Oh. Also, when you cast it, it does only have the CMC of the side you cast, so it doesn't get disdainful stroked. Okay, Argo's Bloodfast is a good card to have. Surveil and just draw the cards as we surveil. These have been some of the toughest 3 points of damage to get through. I think we're still okay though. Azcanta does provide a lot of card advantage, but they have to keep settling every turn, and they don't have the mana for Azcanta again, which is good. Now we're in good shape. Be Dream Eater, which is a very scary card. Okay. Solar Arcade. I think we surveil and draw one card now. I guess we want to play it. Okay, yeah, yes. We do want to play Assassin's Trophy. Chemistry's Insight? Sure. Okay, opponent discards Disdainful Stroke that we've been playing around. And we did it! We beat Jeskai Control. Our toughest matchup of the top 10 most played archetypes. Let's see if we find some more of the top 10 popular archetypes to really demonstrate how this deck can take them on. Okay. So this match we're paired up against Karn. That doesn't really say much to me because he's just a popular character and there's not really an artifact deck in the meta right now. But I have seen him in a lot of mono blue decks. Maybe because he's kind of blue. Alright. Red blue, that signals either Jeskai control or Izzet Drakes. Okay, shock fixes. I really could still be either. Missed a land drop, so that was definitely a smart shot from my opponent. Yeah, it looks like Izzet Drakes. There's the Electromancer. Arclight Phoenix in the graveyard. Probably gonna get 2 mana off this Electromancer next turn. I'm wondering if it's worth it to blow it up. Only give them 1 mana, but for the rest of the game. And I think I want to do that. Let them do this instant speed stuff on their upkeeper. Okay, another Electromancer. That's very bad. Arclight Phoenix is coming. We're in bad shape this match, but we can draw out of it. Especially with some Jade Light Ranger helping us out. So what I want is an untapped green source right now. Yeah. Okay. Green source off this, play our Lana Worlds. Nope. Okay, there's the 3rd land, but it's probably too late. Our opponent can probably kill this Jade Light Ranger, but we'll try it anyway. Yes. Enigma Drake. Opponent gets in for 3. We have to kill 2 creatures this turn, which is impossible. Move it up. Okay, against breaks, we want a couple duresses. We want the Moment of Craving to kill Electromancer, Vraska's Contempt, Brawl Harpooner, Death Gorge for the Jumpstart cards. Vivian, they don't run counter spells, so we don't need Carnage Tyrant. Ritual of Soot doesn't hit enough. Unless they're playing the Murmuring Mystic build. Need the Secret Squires. And I don't like Assassin's Trophy here, yeah. Okay, that looks good. Eldest Reborn I kinda like, but it's 5 mana against a very kind of aggressive deck. I think this will work better. Game 2 against Izzet Drakes. Played Jeskai Control in match 1. So their deck looks very similar to Jeskai Control, but it plays quite a bit differently. But a lot of the finishers are the same. This hand we're just Ravenous Chupacabra, hopefully we draw into, and then we'll definitely have mana for a Vivian turn 5. I mean, not definitely, but very likely. Merfolk Branchwalker is a good draw, gives us this turn 2 play. Start putting the pressure on. Card's not that useful in this matchup. The life gain can be good against aggressive Drake start, but overall kind of wimpy against their deck. Alright, we'll duress. Okay. Discovery Dispersal. Woohoo! 2 Phoenixes and a Drake. Make them. So they can play the Enigma Drake next turn. And then we need to draw a black source for this Chupacabra, and we'll be right on tempo. Okay, Moment of Craving works. That works kinda. If he goes to block, we get to get the kill on it. Alright. Ooh, double black would be very useful right now. I could attack in again and hope he doesn't block, but he'll block. So, passing turn. Okay, there's 1 Phoenix in the grave. Doesn't look like he'll be able to cast 3 spells though. 2 Phoenixes in the graveyard. Oh, Team Vince. Well, that's a game. We didn't draw our sideboard cards, and opponent had a great hand. We got stuck on 1 black mana. Last game we got stuck on 2 lands, as you saw, so that's one of the big reasons we play 24 lands over 23 is there can be some inconsistencies with the deck, and it's especially apparent at 23 lands. So, good game, opponent. What's interesting is our Izzet Drakes is actually our highest win rate. We've won 85% of matches against Izzet Drakes, so sad to see us lose that one. Hey Jace, that makes me think we might be playing a control player, which makes me think mono. Jeskai Control, the most popular control deck right now. Okay, the Surveil deck. I haven't seen this card played in Constructed. I'm interested, but it seems pretty bad against our deck. It dies to Chupacabra, and Ritual Set, and Vraska's Contempt. And if it blocks a Branchwalker. Okay. Playing like a 5th up version of the Dimir draft deck. Not to say it's weak. That's the best. That's a great deck in draft. And who knows what it can do for for constructed. Either trade I'd be happy with, but putting 2 on our opponent's face is also good. Memorial to Folly. That'll be a good turn 5 or 6 play. A little bit of flood protection because we're running 24 lands in a deck that plays a lot of 2-drops. Okay, Vivian's out. Oh, welcome back, Vivian. Clear this defender. Put some more damage on our opponent. You need an untapped mana if we want to play Vivian. I would like to play Vivian though, and strike down the smaller Dimir Spybug. Well, now that they're both going to be big, I'm feeling Ritual Set. That lets us still get in with Chupacabra. And Vivian's gone again, of course. Ritual Set's pretty good. What's better? Yeah, I think the all-out attack is better here. Yeah, kills the Chupacabra, which is fine. We can get Chupacabra back with Find, which is really good. Good value. It seems like a strong card in this matchup when they're playing these Surveil pumping creatures. Okay. Midnight Reaper. Strong card in mid-range matchups. Oh, this one included. Sinister Sabotage. Alright. So now we get to get back Midnight Reaper and Chupacabra. Ocean Raid, good card. Life loss is not trivial though. 1 turn faster clock with Midnight Reaper, for example. War Elves and Midnight Reaper. Two-turn clock if our opponent has absolutely nothing. Okay. Opponent has a Ritual Set. We get to draw 2 cards though. So I'm not gonna be mad about that. Alright, our opponent very well could have a Essence Scatter in hand. Doesn't Surveil though, so I feel like they are kind of all in on this Surveil plan. We can play Doom Whisper. Yep. Got my Land of War Elves. Sure. I have the Squire. I should have surveilled there. I was just feeling a little confident. Couple more threats on the board in case he has a kill spell for Doom Whisper. Sure. Alright. Opponent cannot answer Doom Whisper. We take game 1. Okay, so we're up against blue-black midrange, Surveil. So we want the duresses. That's gonna be one of our big answers to disinformation campaign. Just getting out of their hand after they pick it back up, or maybe even before they play it. Don't need the land werewolves here. Seeker Squire. Or Wild Growth Walker. I don't know if we might want to keep one. Assassin's Trophy we want for the campaign. Ritual Sit was pretty good that game. But if they're not on that kind of all-in on the hump creatures plan, then not going to be very good. Oh no, our opponent was playing counter spells. So Carnage Tyrant back in, Vivian's in, Death Gorge is in, Harpooner was good in that game. Vraska's Contempt, Eldest Reborn. Yeah, go down the Chupacabras and the Ritual Sit. We're gonna use a little bit more expensive removal spells that generate card advantage. Okay, I like this hand a lot. Got Cast Down for the early creatures that I was kind of afraid of, the very early creatures that can come down before we get to 4 mana and get too big. But with Cast Down, that's not a concern. And then of course we just have some great cards to fill out our curve. Opponent Surveils, draws a card. No, not too much value off of that turn. Both on top. Okay. Find Finality is pretty far from being useful. But we could discard our creatures and then get them back. I like that plan. Discard a Doom Whisperer for now while we work on building mana up. Oh, we don't have a second grade source. That's kind of an issue. Okay, deadweight seems really bad. We got 2 Sinister Sabotages and a Vraska's Contempt. That's gonna be the hardest one to play around, you know. But yeah, so we're gonna want to get rid of that. This Nightveil Predator, I'm glad we have the Eldest Reborns. That's scary. Also, Finality can kill it. Maybe a reason to keep our Finality around. I don't know what the Deadweight's for if he's not gonna use it to kill things. Got 2 grid now. Happy about where we are. No finds yet. Okay. That's an issue. Oh, opponent's gonna leave up the counter spell? No. Don't know what our opponent's leaving up. Nothing is the answer. Yes, I do want that. So Carnage Tyrant next turn. Unless our opponent gets another Thought Erasure. And I like our chances with Carnage Tyrant on the field. It has to trade with this Night Veil maybe, but... Okay, so the dead weight was for a 3-power creature, that makes sense. But probably could use it earlier and prevented 4 damage. I don't know if that's right. Don't want to cast these because we'll kill something of our own. We can duress the Disinformation Campaign out of their hand. That card is very annoying. Sure. I can click on it. There we go. And then, yeah, we're just gonna get 2 damage in. Can't block anything in their deck with these anyway. Might as well attack with them. Bound Phantasm. Looted. Okay. I'll take more duresses. But while our opponent has left up all this mana, I wanna throw down the can't be countered spell. 6 damage next turn, hopefully. Okay. Sometimes you forget about the dispersal half of Discovery Dispersal. And get rid of the cast now. Alright, opponent is fighting us tooth and nail. We'll just duress one of the Sinisters out. I probably want to kill that thing. Okay, so now we're looking for more card advantage spells. Vivian, Carnage Tyrant would be good. Eldest Reborn would be great. not those. Guess I should have played elves first. Because really, who cares if he counters elves? But Jace, Jace, Jace. Always countering stuff. Okay. Our opponent got in their graveyard? Nothing. Oh, and they whiffed. Okay, we could do 1 damage, but that seems bad. I'm gonna get empty-handed though. No reason not to against a disinformation deck. I want to get the oh man, yeah, I'm gonna play Vivian. He's probably got a hand destruction spell, and I'm not likely to draw my last duress.
Okay, so you've got claws.
It's fine. Not still not getting in with the Night Veil Predator. J-Light Ranger. That lets us look a little bit into our deck. Someone's got something in their hand. Instant speed. Not a counter spell. Cast down. Sure. Midnight Reaper's good. Yeah. All right, pinging in on our opponent. Okay, now we just hope they never play a Surveil card. All right, good start. Assassin's Trophy's interesting. Probably. Our opponent could just go off with those and put us in a terrible spot. Right now, I still feel okay about where we are. Okay, J-Light Ranger again. Death Gorge Scavenger. That is interesting. Don't need that. Doom Whisper is the kind of card we want. Tramples over Night Veil Predator. Okay. Well, it's gonna play their own Doom Whisper, that's fair. Okay, finally getting in. Knows what card we're drawing. Makes sense. You get 1 point of damage in, but that seems unuseful. Yep. Someone's looking for their answer. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, what do we want? Vivian Reed, that's pretty much what we want, I would say. Try to clear out this Doom Whisperer so we can get some damage in. Okay.
Every fight makes me stronger.
Brave move. What's our... Looks to me like they're just dead, but we'll see
Draw and
what our opponent's last card is. Yep. Alright, we beat blue-black mid-range, the Surveil deck. Another one of our top 10 most played decks. So, that was a good win. We're up to 2-1 in our event, and it's time to get some more. Okay, Arena Metamine playing Golgari mid-range on Arena up against a Sarkin. Makes me think Grixis Dragons or Mono Red. Is it Drakes is possible? Be a lot of things. Jeskai Control, probably. If so, Carnage Tyrant, Midnight Reaper are both great cards. I actually set a stop on my upkeep, I guess. Was not intentional. Wild Growth Walker. This Jade Light Ranger resolves. That's a nice play. It's opponent wanted us to know what they're doing. I'm not gonna play anything. There's not really a 3-mana spell that we're like taking from our opponent by playing something and making them counter. This turn, I'll probably want to play the Branch Walker to prevent Givester's Insight, but they're playing it main face, which is interesting because they played a land that turn. They didn't need to do that. Yeah, now we're gonna play the Jade Light Ranger. This does put Wild Growth out of range of Lava Coil, which is nice. It's a good card for this matchup, and we do have our second black source now. We can play Carnage Tyrant next turn if nothing goes wrong. Deafening Clarion seems possible. Seal Away makes sense for the Wild Growth Walker. Get in with Jade Light Ranger. Throw down this Carnage Tyrant. The problem with Carnage Tyrant against Jeskai Control is they run Cleansing Nova and Settle the Wreckage, both which kill it. 2 Deafening Clarions also kills it. Okay, expansion to copy Deafening Clarion, that's one way of doing it. The good part about this though is it's not exiled, so we can get it back with find. Yeah. So we want to land and try to play Branchwalker. There's the land. Right now I want to protect this Branchwalker from more Clarions, that kind of thing. So I'm gonna play a Midnight Reaper. Get us some sweeper protection on the board for the next Carnage Tyrant. Okay. The Izzet's an issue, that's for sure. Well, I mean, we have Vraska's Contempt, but it gets to draw a card and kill our Branchwalker. Yeah, okay. Okay, does kill the Branchwalker. Get in for 3. Now that our opponent has all this mana up, I do want the Carnage Tyrant to play. I'm gonna grab it and Jade Light Ranger.
You know what? I'm not done yet.
The Fairy. Looking for an answer to Carnage Tyrant. Okay. There's the Cleansing Nova. We get to draw 2 cards.
Keep up the pace.
Fairy's an issue. That's always true. Jeskai Control. It is our worst matchup, but we've played it once already this league and defeated it. So, not impossible. Yeah, we're just gonna try to get a big Wild Growth Walker going. Yeah. Now we're gonna try to get a big Jade Light Ranger going. Could hit a net. Could get hit by Essence Scatter, but if we play it second, it could get hit by Syncopate. I'd rather get hit by Essence Scatter because we can get it back if we want it. We'll see what happens. Strat. Yeah, Seeker Square. Wanna have Syncopate? Revitalize, okay. Revitalize is a good card for our opponent, really. We're not an aggro deck, but we do really need to keep the pressure against control decks.
No time for a break.
Opponent's drawing all the cards. I'm gonna try to play the Chupacabra first. And if that gets countered, then Vraska's Contempt the Teferi. Now, do we try to Vraska's Contempt the Drake and hit Teferi? Or do we try to Vraska's Contempt Teferi? I think we try to Vraska's Contempt Teferi. Oops, not my instep. Okay, so we got the Teferi down. I'm sure they drew another one. We're at 27 life. Opponent's at 11.
I know. Hurry!
We need our opponent to draw a bunch of lands. But it's not impossible. Okay. Didn't leave up Settled Wreckage. Instead, probably left out. I'm not sure. But either counter spells or removal spells. Okay. Try to resolve this Vivian. That'd be beautiful. We can hit Drake with it. Okay.
Let's tear
Alright,
this
alright.
place apart.
We can find the other Chupacabra. Do we... Right there. Do we want to be greedy? Or do we want to... Yeah, well, our opponent's leaving up something, but we're going to kill the Drake.
No one said restoration was painless.
Hit to vary with everything. Want that off the board.
Enough! Hold that thought.
Don't know what our opponent's doing with all these cards. Now there's 23 cards in their library. Okay, Clarion sweeps the board. Sure. If Vivian stays on the field, that's something. I mean, we're both drawing an extra card each turn from then on. Okay, I like this. I like where this is going. Another Vivian, sure.
Come to me.
Oh, that's a whiff. Do we play another Vivian? Do we try to gain a bunch of life and stay alive until our opponent mills themselves? Till they're Teferi? It's hard to say.
Let's skip to the good part.
This is unreal.
No one knows the wilds like I do.
Okay. Opponent might lava coil that exile, make sure it doesn't come back. Our opponent really might not have anything in their deck and is just drawing lands or something. Okay. That's more than I expected out of this card. So I'm happy about that. Overgrown Tomb, sure.
We need to move quickly.
Find is interesting. Carnage Tyrant and Midnight Reaper look the most appealing. Or we start playing J-Light Rangers. I don't think that's right.
The wilds are my shield.
Hey, Branch Walker. Be shocked if this doesn't get countered. I was hoping they play Ionize, because then I would be shocked if it does get countered. Get it? Okay, Rifthook Branch Walker. Okay. I don't have anything better to do. Not on the Wild Growth Walker plan.
You know what? I'm not done yet.
On the Carnage Tyrant plan. Vivian Ultimate is pretty unbeatable. It's a pretty good one. Of course, it dies to Barry's Ultimate. Creatures, anyway. Yeah. Do Whisper.
I've seen things that would break someone like you.
Take a Wild Growth Walker. Sure, sure, sure. Okay. Scat, Wild Growth Walker. Sure.
We need to move quickly.
This has been a very long game one. Sorry about that. Gotten a lot of overgrown tombs lately.
Balance comes.
Seeker Squire is a creature. Okay. I'm gonna try to play the other Vivian. Yes, yes, Serena, I'm sure.
always up to you, pal.
Keep new Vivian?
You can't stop nature.
Oh man. Okay. No, that works. I forgot we even had the Overgrown Tube. I'm not afraid of 2 life here. Carnage Tyrant, counter that. Counter that, opponent. In before Settle the Wreckage. Lindsay Nova. Oh man.
No time for a break.
I'm not losing everything again. I'm
Dude, what now? Opponent's milling us out. What? What? Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm kind of overwhelmed right now. Limit Cemetery. I want to get down some cards before we blow up our opponent's Surveil, Assassin's Trophy. Try to bait a counterspell. It doesn't look like we're going to get a counterspell. So, opponent can't get settle mana from this. Does our opponent just have another one? Are they just gonna hit us again with it and kill us? I don't want that. I don't want that to happen. Opponent. No. Okay. Oh my goodness. What a game. Wow. I don't know. I guess they couldn't use it on themselves because they'd mill themselves out. But man, that was a unexpected turn of events. Okay, sorry. Let's sideboard. Okay. So turns out 10 of our 15 sideboard cards are for the control matchup. Passes trophy. Sure. All right. What else? Harpooner. Harpooner has 3 power. And our opponent might play creatures game 2. We'll see. The hand's fine. Midnight Reaper is good, and these cards are fine. Protection from Clarion is nice to have. Oh yeah, very good game. That was intense game. Assume they're talking about the last game and not an early GG for this game. Okay. I get down this Midnight Reaper. I would love. Alright. I mean, there's a lot of cards our opponent can have there. Essence Scatter, Syncopate. Okay, maybe not a lot, but some non-zero amount. Sure. I just really don't want this game to go into the late game like that last one. Defting Clarion. Happy about that. I mean, I don't think it's a great change in our opponent's favor. Around the tempo plan, I guess. Play things main phase 1 because it incentivizes our opponent to kill spells on. I don't ignore what I'm saying, but play Jade Light Ranger. If our opponent counters it, then we're less likely for our Midnight Reaper to die here. Yeah, like a seal away for Midnight Reaper, maybe. And we'll find back the Midnight Reaper and the Jade Light Ranger. Two Midnight Reapers can actually turn kind of scary for you when that much damage is coming at your face. Oh, we want to play the Midnight Reaper though, anyway. If it resolves, we get to protect our later place. I'm gonna try to get in. Cool. Don't need to exile anything yet. All right. Yeah, that's a good card. Still Surveil. Ralzeric. Okay, we're drawing 6 cards, up to 10. And we are going to be on the Wild Growth Walker plan for a second. Because it is a little low. Not really. Our opponent hasn't shown us that they're playing anything too crazy. But rest our opponent. Get the 2-mana counterspell out of their hand. Or I could go away. Expansion. Yeah. Don't want that. Don't want our opponent drawing a million cards. You know, if they're gonna target us with it again, sure, but getting chemistry inside and then eating it would be kind of fun there too, but yep, Eldest Reborn. Opponent's not playing any creatures, it looks like. But they are playing Teferi, and the second two are relevant. We got enough lands. We just want real cards to keep putting the pressure on our opponent. They got Cellular Wreckage. So just want to attack with one creature, Jade Light this turn. Then play some more stuff. Plays a little weak to Cleansing Nova. line. But otherwise, we can play around our opponent's removal. Okay, we got 4 overgrown tubes at our hand. So we want to put our opponent on a 2-turn clock, so get in with 6 with these 2 guys. Opponent seals away the Jade Light Ranger, sure. Oh no, Eldest Reborn. I'm not gonna play Death Gorge yet. I need a backup plan if Cleansing Nova comes out. Okay, Duress is great. All right, we won 2-0 against Jeskai Control, which is, from my data, the worst matchup for us. I think we've adjusted the sideboard a lot to beat them. Thought hidden cards come in against them, so I think that was a good plan. And you saw game 1 that it can win game 1 even. So this deck really does work for best of 1 formats too. Just a very solid toolbox kind of deck. We are up to 3 wins and 1 loss with Golgari Midrange on Arena Metamine. Okay, so Land of War Elves. Go. I'm gonna block. Even though this is not necessarily a Land of War Elves that we need, because we're certainly playing Wild Growth Walker here. Faster Vivian for Doom Whisper is quite fun though. Yeah, looks like this is the most recent version of Weenie or Boros Weenie, or just a version. There's the Jade Light Ranger, which is amazing with Wild Growth Walker. And I already played the forest, so it's really our only option. We'll take more Wild Growth Walkers. Our opponent can't win if we gain too much life. Fine, it's gonna die eventually, right? Might as well kill it now. And it's going wide as the Boundless Bodyguard. Enclave Tribunal for our Jade Light Ranger. You can always get it back later, and getting a Wild Growth Walker with no counters is not a great card to get back. Getting a Jade Light Ranger when you have Wild Growth Walkers out is a great card. So hopefully our opponent had a game plan for that. Otherwise, I'm just, you know, hopefully it was just luck on our side. We're gonna keep any kind of explore creature right now with 2 wild growth walkers out. Yeah, we do need lands, but we don't need them that badly to give up on this life gain, power gain. Don't know what you want to say there. This pumpage. Opponent's trading another 100 wins in. Cool, cool, cool. I'm really excited to bring in Plague Mare when we sideboard. Plague Mare's very fun against this deck. Danto Vanguard dies to Plague Mare. It also dies to Moment of Craving, 2 cards we have in our sideboard. Sky Marcher Aspirant's now flying, meaning it dies to Crawl Harpooner. All this is to say, we sideboarded well against Boros Weenie and White Weenie. Fine Finality. Okay. Sure. So, yeah, we are favored against aggro in game 1, but we really love game 2. So we have Assassin's Trophy for Legion's Landing. Don't like it. Take that out. Our Explore package is great. We want the Explore package to stick around. Midnight Reaper's a little painful for us. Don't need many Doom Whispers. I like to keep 1 all the time just to find a sweeper when we really need one. Carnage Tyrant we don't need. Fine Finality is a little slow of a sweeper, but that's okay. We might want the Vraska's Contempt life gain instead. But targeted removal is not that great. We're bringing in total of 5 sweepers. I think we'll be more happy with that. Game 2 against White Weenie. No lands. Most Golgari decks play 23 lands. I play 24. And I do not ever think... I've never found a reason to play less than 24. Except in sideboarding when you need to be greedy against matchups that are unfavorable for you. Other than that, gotta have 24 lands. Gotta do it. A swamp is amazing here. It kills both of these things. Of course we didn't get it, so I don't know if we want to go Wild Growth Walker and start exploring, or if we want to go exploring now, try to find that swamp and get some early sweepage. I think we just want to, you know, do what worked last time. Start getting the Wild Growth Walker online. Legion's Landing, yep. Oop. Alright, still no swamp. So, maybe it's the wrong call, but we get to branch walk for a swamp. Or Black Source. Already have a fine finality. You definitely don't need another one when we need land. So, yeah, I really wanted to swamp this turn so our opponent couldn't flip the Legion's landing. They're going to be able to. They block here. Opponent could have like Gird or any combat trick there would have killed my Wild Growth Walker, so I'm not gonna attack in. My opponent doesn't attack me. The Harpooner, another 3/2. Great. I haven't seen Healer Hawks. I know Andrew Ergabogan. I can't. Sorry, I just probably butchered his name. I know he took those out at this most recent GP, Milwaukee, in favor of Hunted Witness, which our opponent is playing. So hard to say what's going on exactly. There's our swamp. There's another Jade Light Ranger. Game's in the bag. Next turn, this Plague Mare. I'm just gonna play Plague Mare. If they have Pride of the Conquerors, like that's bad for me, but I'd rather them use it not against me in a huge swing. So yeah, let's do it. Even if they do have it, this should set up an attack for us. Oh, good game. Yikes. Sorry, opponent. Oh. Oh, snap. Oh, no. Oh, man. Okay. Whoops. Should have left my Wild Growth Walker back there. An aggro deck playing Settle the Wreckage always gets me. That always throws me off. But yeah, we're still good here. It was a bit embarrassing. All right, mono red, mono white, flash red, Weenie, Boros Weenie has been defeated. We are up to 4-1. One more game. No matter what, one more match. Win or lose. Win, we get a whole lot of coins. Lose, yeah, we get a whole lot of coins. I'm happy. Play first. I don't like this hand at all, but if we draw one of our mini 5-drops, kind of awesome. Ramp into a 5-drop like this. I'm gonna try it. Not sure if that's the right choice. It's just a wimpy hand. Alright, another white Weenie deck. Chupacabra Snipe. Next turn we should have Chupacabra. Unless our opponent kills our creatures. I don't know why I gave my opponent a choice there, but see more. Definitely traded Chupacabra for a bodyguard. So yeah, still 2 bodyguards. Pretty good deal. Now I think we just throw down the Whisper. Nice Primate. Alice Bodyguard. I mean, I'm just gonna find our ritual set. I think that's what I should do here. I don't want to go too low, but find. Oh yeah, find Wicks. Finality. We get a Doom Whisper. Our opponent concedes. All right. Game 2, Moment of Craving. Opponent conceded the match. 5-1. That's a trophy. It's a win. Oath Fairy. Fairy card. Underrealm Lich. Playable Mythic. I'm winning my Singleton deck, so I don't need 2, but Mystic Archaeologist, sure. More importantly, 2,100 coins. Good day for us.
So how'd we do? Well, the deck went 5-1 in the video event, which is a very great record. 2,100 coins as a prize plus 3 rares. You only need another 1,000 coins to get back into another event, so each time you win, you get 2 more events. Easy to go infinite with a powerful deck like this. We played against Jeskai Control twice, which is a tough matchup for us based on the data that I collected over the 100 matches that I was assembling the metagame data. And we beat Jeskai Control twice. So, really happy with that. Our one loss was to Izzet Drakes, however, which we have a very good win rate against. I know Golgari in general is not necessarily favored in Izzet Drakes, but our deck has seemed to do very well against it in the past. So you have a good matchup there. We also played Dimir Midrange, the Surveil deck, which is a so-so matchup for us, but we did very well in it, beat them. And we also played Boros Aggro twice. We kind of got a free win at the end. But when you're playing Golgari in a meta where Boros Aggro is popular, you will get free wins. And so we beat Boros Aggro 2-0 the first game and then 1-0 into a concession the second time. So all the decks we played today were in our top 10 meta decks. The one we didn't get to see today was Golgari, the mirror match, which is the most popular of the decks in the meta right now. However, we did get Dimir Midrange, which has a kind of a similar game plan. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed the article. Have a wonderful day.